Okay, if everybody would please stand. A.D., would you lead us in prayer, please?
Thank you, gang. Yes, sir. Lord, let us speak the good words, even though they be forgotten. Let us continue to do the good deeds, lest people do not remember, so that when all is said and done and we're laid to our rest, people will say we all did our very, very best. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, D.D. Chuck, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Chuck. County Commission meeting will come to order. Chris, the first item, please.
We have the acceptance of the minutes from the April 7th, 2021 meeting.
I move the commission accept the minutes as presented.
And I'll second the motion. The next item, please.
We have exonerations 2021-114 through 2021-138 from the assessor.
Hey, Chuck. Pass me one of those things for today, agendas, if they're there. Thank you.
Sorry. I'll second that.
Thank you, sir. I'm not very feeble today. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, Chris, to the next item.
We have an order confirming the probate of wills by clerk and vacation in the following estates: Olivado, Ball, Birdsell, Bombard, Bray, Brown, Canfield, Corbin, Cook, Copen, Costco, Feather, Fordyce, Freeland, Glover, Gross, Heston, Ice, Childers, Lewis, Link, Martin, Mason, Masters, Mazur, Marina, Powell, Piccolo, Pitzer, Sago, Saxton, Sturm, Thompson, Twyman, Van Gilder, Watts, Yan, and Zen. And this requires a signature of the commission as well as the clerk.
Good job, Chris. Anybody here today with any objections to these motions?
If no objections, I move the commission sign the order.
And I'll second that. Next item, Chris.
We have the waivers and applications for short-form settlements, proposed settlements, and annual settlement reports from the fiduciary supervisor in the following states: Fleming, Edwards, Alawat, DeBellis, Vians, Doshin, Showalter, West, Woods, King, Sandy, Hayes, Heaney, Bradley, Loss, Hamilton, Rote, Ford, Dolog, Cunningham, Marks, Johnston, Golden, Willard, Beveridge, Merchant, Gaston, Sorrow, Morgan, Jenkins, Stout, Black, Michael, Amos, Mazzelli, Sell, Freeman, Lemasters, Satterfield, Martin, Wolf, Price, Glover, Janes, Rombola, Thompson, Rush, Hostetler, Pearson, Masters, Hickman, Nestor, and Boyer. And this also requires signature of the commission as well as the clerk.
Thanks again, Chris. That's quite a list there. Is there anybody here today with any objections to these settlement or hearing orders?
Well, then, if no objections, I move the commission sign the order.
I'll second that motion. The next item, please.
We have a petition to resign in the matter of the estate of Kathy D. Laughlin, deceased. The administrator of this estate has resigned, and Crystal Rakowski shall be appointed as administratrix of this estate moving forward. And this also requires signature of the commission, just the commission.
I move the commission sign the order.
And I'll second that. Okay, Chris, next item, please.
We have an order administratively closing delinquent or unprogressed estates. There will be a hearing after this meeting at 10:30 a.m. for individuals to show good cause as to why these estates should not be administratively closed. If no good cause is shown, these estates will be ordered administratively closed. So it's a little premature to sign this at this point, but like I said, after this meeting, there will be a hearing at 10:30. most likely no one will show up because they've had, in some cases, 20 or 30 years to do that. Hopefully.
I hope someone shows up just to see.
Well, it'll be interesting, but you never know. But after that hearing,
Yeah.
we can sign this and those will be closed.
We've been able to process thousands of these so far with these estates. What we're laughing about is if there's nothing in the estate, people just usually don't show up, and that's why no one's ever closed these out. We're ordered by the state now to have these closed out, and we've been doing it for quite some time now. So we'll set this aside, and we'll deal with this at 10:30, and we'll go back into session. No, then we'll just delay this, Chris, till
Yeah,
we
that's
have
fine.
our 10:30 closing on the progress estates. The next item, please.
We have a proclamation for National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Whereas the Marion County Commission has implemented a countywide enhanced 911 communications center to serve as the sole public safety answering and dispatch point for all county emergency services and public safety agencies. Whereas Marion County 911 Communications has exclusive authority to receive requests for assistance, then process, dispatch, and coordinate not only county emergency services and public safety agencies, but mutual aid response into Marion County from neighboring counties, states, and federal agencies. Whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical services. Whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response by emergency services is critical to the protection of life and property. Whereas the well-being of all members of public safety within the county is dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens and visitors to Marion County. Whereas public safety telecommunicators are the vital link between those reporting emergencies and first responders. Whereas the public safety telecommunicators of Marion County 911 Communications contribute daily to the preservation of life and property, as well as to the safety of police, fire, and emergency medical service personnel through their compassion, understanding, and professionalism. Now therefore be it resolved that the Marion County Commission does hereby proclaim April 19th through the 23rd, 2021 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week.
Thank you, Chris. Before we make a motion on that, I can't thank you enough for the job that you do. You're true first responders that are as important as anyone we have in the county. You save people's lives. People call you when they're desperate and need help. All the other first responders call you, fire department, police department, rescue squad. Your job's extremely valuable. We appreciate you so much in what you do. And sometimes you're unheralded, people don't recognize what you do because you're not a fireman or a policeman or a rescue squad, but you're who they depend upon to put them in the right place at the right time to save people's lives. I admire you, I thank you for your service and what you do for Marion County, and I appreciate everything you do. And if you want to come up, if after Linda makes the motion, we'd like to present you with this proclamation. Very well deserved, too.
Can I say something first?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to say, I want to thank you all too. I don't think people realize what you have to go through, and especially mentally, what you take home each night. When I went up to see what you did and what types of calls that come in all the time, it's very, very, very difficult job. And I appreciate you more than you know, and I know that the county appreciates you more than you know. And we appreciate everything. Thank you for everything that you do.
On behalf of the Marion County Commission, I'd like to present you with this proclamation, if you've got it there, Chris. So whoever wants to receive it, all of you, come up, whoever's here. Chris, thank you. We got the best administrator in the state, believe me, we got the best in the state. And we're proud of everybody that's up there. We'll see if we're in the middle somewhere. If you move down that way, let it all come in. Hold this, Chris, whoever's going to accept this. We'll,
You want to come over?
Yep, there you go.
Okay, that's good.
Hold on a second.
Thank you so much.
Again, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for what you do. Very proud of all of you. Very proud of everything you do too. Chris, thank you. Okay, Chris, the next item, please.
We have a proclamation for Autism Awareness Month. Whereas in a recent study, 61% of police officers report having some interaction with an autistic person in their careers, whereas approximately 50% reported responding to a call involving an autistic person in the past 12 months. However, 72% reported having no training about autism, whereas autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects social communication, social interaction, communication, and behavior in 1 out of every 54 people, whereas most often what looks like a non-compliance is simply a manifesting of the symptoms of the disorder. About 2/3 of all people diagnosed with autism are articulate, able to work and maintain some relationships, whereas autism is an invisible disability, and though it is easy to presume someone with an IQ of 135 can follow simple instructions, that presumption is incorrect regarding autism and the reason so many tragedies are occurring, whereas West Virginia police officers are the second highest in requesting training, second only to parents of newly diagnosed children, whereas making training systemic and part of new officer training changes the future of all involved. Now therefore be it resolved that the Marion County Commission does hereby recognize Senator Mike Caputo as being the primary sponsor of SB 634, requiring training of certain officers for persons with autism spectrum disorder, and recognizing April 2021 as Autism Awareness Month.
Thank you, Chris.
And I move the commission sign the proclamation.
Okay.
Present.
I'll second that. Is there anybody here today to receive this award? Okay, again, we're very, very proud of you and everything you do for Marion County also. We're also proud of our new Senator, Mike Caputo, who primary sponsor of SB 634, requiring the training of certain officers for persons with autism spectrum disorder, recognizing April 2021 as Autism Awareness Month. So on behalf of the Marion County Commission, I'd like to present this proclamation to you also. Take them up front. So happy to have you here today. So happy. You're quite welcome. Thank you for coming today. Thank you so much. You all step in here. We'll let you hold on to this.
I represent my computer, so you're going to get the baby stuff. Here, right in here.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much. Thank all of
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you all
Really
very
thank
much.
you. You can keep that. That's yours. But that goes. You can put that up on your wall somewhere. Thanks again for everything you do.
Isaiah. Good job, Isaiah.
Okay, get the next item, please.
We have a request for a budget revision. This is in the amount of $100,000 from our transfers and reimbursement line to civic promotion, which is our new outside agency allocation line since Cole has gone by the wayside. So this will get us some funding for this year's outside allocations that have to go out before July 1st, and then also give us a little bit of a base for once that money rolls over on July 1st, we'll have money in there to get started with those, to get those out. And this requires a signature of the commission.
Thank you, Chris.
I move the commission sign the budget.
I'll second. Next item, please.
We have the request for advice and consent of the commission from James C. Riffle, Sheriff, to hire Vanessa L. Bauer as a holding transport officer, full-time with benefits, effective Monday, April 5th, 2021.
I move the commission grant advice and consent to hire Vanessa Bauer as holding transport officer, full-time with benefits, effective Monday, April 5th, 2021.
I'll second that. Next item, please.
We also have a request for advice and consent of the commission from James C. Riffle, Sheriff, to hire Bruce Allen Hayes as a holding transport officer, full-time with benefits, effective April 19th, 2021.
And I move the commission grant its advice and consent to hire Melissa Southern as deputy assessor, full-time with benefits, effective April 2021.
I'll second the motion. Next item.
We have a request for advice and consent of the commission from Mark Trach, Assessor, to hire Melissa Southern as a Deputy Assessor, full-time with benefits, effective April 19th, 2021.
Okay, then I move the commission grant its advice and consent to hire Melissa Southern, apologize for that, as a Deputy Assessor, full-time with benefits, effective April 19th, 2021.
I'll second that. Chris, you have it straightened out. You know
Yes.
We're good,
Yes.
we're good, all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. Item number 13, please.
We have a request for advice and consent of the commission from Jeffrey Freeman, Prosecuting Attorney, to hire Heather Snodgrass as an Administrative Assistant, full-time with benefits, effective April 12th, 2021.
And I move the commission grant its advice and consent to hire Heather Snodgrass as Administrative Assistant with full-time benefits, effective April 12th, 2021.
I'll second the motion. Next item, please.
We have a request for advice and consent of the commission from James C. Riffle, Sheriff, to hire Raymond Johnson as a Deputy Sheriff, full-time with benefits, effective Monday, April 19th, 2021.
And I move the commission grant its advice and consent to hire Raymond Johnson as the Deputy Sheriff, full-time with benefits, effective Monday, April 19th, 2021.
I'll second the motion. Next item.
We also have a request for advice and consent of the commission from Chris McIntire, Director of 911, to hire Breunn, Frazier, Shellydon Prophet, and Michelle Riggleman, full-time with benefits.
And I move the commission grant its advice and consent to Chris McIntire to hire Breunn, Frazier, Shellydon Prophet, and Michelle Riggleman, full-time with benefits.
And I'll second that motion. Next item.
We have for the record a request for reimbursement from the West Virginia Division of Justice and Community Services to cover expenditures from March 2021 in our Community Corrections Grant in the amount of $7,450.26.
That's for the record. Next item.
Lastly, for the record, Valley Falls Public Service District, for a period ending February 28th, 2021 and March 31st, 2021, their reconciliation summaries. And that's for the record.
Also for the record. Anybody coming to speak today?
No, sir.
Commissioner, you have anything else today?
I do not.
Neither do I. Anybody out there have anything that they want to add today? If not, then we appreciate everybody coming out today on a snowy day. If you can believe that one today, I woke up and when I was about to fly out of my head, I could not believe that there was snow on the ground this morning. But thank you all for coming out today. Appreciate what all you do for Marion County. And with this commission will stand in recess until the 5th of May at 10 o'clock. Actually, we're going to go back in session here in about 15 minutes. But our next meeting will be on the 5th of May at 10 o'clock. Thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.